I'm interested in the most mundane facets of everyday life and how they have a profound influence on public policy, how it affects people's ways of seeing the world and thinking about themselves, what's right, what's wrong. In particular, I'm interested in the design and use of domestic space and how it affects social policy. So cross-culturally, people have very different ideas about how people should organize themselves in a home. In the mainstream US, we tend to look for each person having their own bedroom, except for the parents, maybe their own bathroom. And in other countries, this is exactly what people don't want. They prefer to share beds, bedrooms, bathrooms, and have a very different sense of privacy needs. At a sustainability level, you can think about how the mainstream way of designing houses in the US use a lot more resources for building, for heating, for cooling. At the socio-political level, the individual designs out one of the very important ways in which people learn interdependence to relate to one another and respect one another. So let me give you an example. I gave a talk once and an anthropology professor said to me, you know, it's really interesting. He and his wife had worked really, really hard to have their own kids be able to have both kids have their own bedrooms. So before that, the two boys had always shared a bedroom, they had gotten along. Now once they had their own bedrooms, when they had a fight, they just went and took their own bedrooms and they didn't have to deal with it. They didn't have to find ways to make up or to compromise. Another story, which is very common, a Mexican-American friend of mine said that when you grow up sharing beds and bedrooms, you have to learn to compromise and to get along. And these are lessons that I think expand to the larger society about our feelings of how we should treat others, what our responsibilities to others are. And we've sort of legislated that away. And this is where my research comes in.